प्यारे दोस्तों आदाब। जो डेट्स आज हम इस वीडियो में कवर कर रहे हैं वो हैं 22 Feb 1990। ये न्यूज़ आइटम है। हेडलाइन, नॉर्मलसी रिटर्न्स टू कश्मीर। डिटेल्स हैं, सिचुएशन इन दिस कैपिटल सिटी as also in another parts of the valley which have been witnessing incidents of violence for the last over 1 month now remained peaceful today. No untoward incident has reported from anywhere. However, a large procession, which was joined by a number of burqa-clad women, was taken today in support of the demand for an independent Kashmir. Quotes close. दूसरा न्यूज़ आइटम पब्लिश्ड ऑन द 23 Feb 1990। हेडलाइन है, 3 militants held। डिटेल्स हैं इसमें। 3 suspected militants were arrested from the forward area of Uri sector in Tuesday night. The suspected militants were identified as Bashir Ahmad, Muhammad Altaf, Azad Ahmad, were nabbed by patrol party of the army. दूसरा न्यूज़ आइटम पब्लिश्ड ऑन 23 Feb on the same day, ये भी हैं 23 Feb 1990। Blast Rock Valley, massive demonstrations in Srinagar, 3 hurt। Details हैं, a large number of people including burqa-clad women today joined series of demonstrations and processions taken out in capital city, shouting pro-independent and pro-militant slogans. These processions were taken from different parts of the city. दूसरा न्यूज़ आइटम पब्लिश्ड ऑन 24 Feb 1990। हेडलाइन है, मेजर ब्रेक थ्रू क्लेम्ड, 7 Kashmir militants nabbed, arrests total 24. The state government today claimed major success in smashing the militants' network when the Kashmir police arrested 7 Kashmir militants while crossing to border. दूसरा न्यूज़ आइटम ये है, पब्लिश्ड ऑन द 24 Feb 1990। Passport office gutted, 1 gunned down, cop shot at in Srinagar. Even as the underground militants had announced limited ceasefire in view of the Shivratri and Mehrajul Alam, one person was gunned down in interior city and a police personnel seriously injured in an incident of shootout in outskirts of the city. In another incident, an official of the state police, identified as Dilshad Ganai, was shot at by some unidentified youth near Navgaon. दूसरा न्यूज़ आइटम published on 24 Feb 1990. 2 more blasts in Srinagar. 2 powerful bomb explosions rocked Srinagar this morning, causing damage to a bank building and the government passenger bus. ये डिटेल्स इसमें हैं, explosions took place when a device planted inside the building housing Central Bank of India near Lal Chowk exploded. दूसरा न्यूज़ आइटम published on 24 Feb 1990, curfew lifted in Srinagar. Curfew has been completely lifted in Srinagar and several other towns of the valley. Orders to this effect were issued here today. Next news item published on 25th Feb 1990. March to Chari Sharif. Details हैं इसमें. It was a chanting of, इसको मैं और पढ़ लूँगा. It was the chanting of the anti-Indian songs and defending sounds of pro-independence slogans that rented the air here and other major towns as hundreds of the people marched to the shrine of a great Sufi saint Sheikh Nuruddin Wali in Chari Sharif. People in large numbers boarded scores of buses, trucks, and other vehicles and started their march for the shrine town early this morning from different parts of the city. दूसरा न्यूज़ आइटम ये है पब्लिश्ड ऑन 25 Feb 1990 ये हैं 2 killed, 4 injured as armed forces open fire. 2 persons were killed and 4 were sustained multiple bullets injuries as army opened fire near Khanmu village today to disperse the huge procession which was on its way to Char Sharif for joining the march and special prayers meeting here. One person identified as Muhammad Akram alias Rahim was killed on a spot, while 5 others sustained injuries. They were taken to the hospital for treatment, where one Manzoor Ahmed died later. Conditions of 4 others was said to be out of danger. दूसरा न्यूज़ आइटम published on 26 Feb 1990 powerful blast in post office. Details हैं powerful bomb exploded in the building housing the post office on the Amira Kadal burned this evening. The explosion caused extensive damage to the building. Next news item published on 26 Feb 1990 ये हैं headline UN team visit on March 7. Women demonstrate in Srinagar. Details हैं pro-independence demonstrations continued in Srinagar and other parts of Kashmir Valley for the 6th consecutive day today as large number of people took to streets waving flags and shouting slogans in spite of heavy rain and chilly winds. दूसरा न्यूज़ आइटम published on 27th Feb 1990 headline है devastating blaze blasts in Srinagar cause heavy loss. 5 powerful bomb explosions rocked the civil lines area of this city while property worth lakhs of rupees was gutted down in the incident of fire. Underground militants also destroyed large quantity of liquor after raiding closed wine shops in some parts of the city today. A powerful blast took place in the municipal building near Iqbal Park, housing the divisional office of the National Informatics Center. Besides causing damage to the building, the explosions also resulted in damage to a portion of the office records of the company. Next news item, published on 27th Feb 1990, massive marches unabated in Srinagar. There seems to be no end to the massive demonstrations and largely attended processions in this capital city, with thousands of people joining them in support of the demand for plebiscite in Kashmir. Next news item, published on 27th Feb 1990, National Conference leader attacked. Former minister and senior National Conference leader Chaudhry Mohammad Ramzan and other party activists were seriously injured when they were attacked by an angry crowd in Handawara. Next news item, published on 28th Feb 1990. Headline, Kashmir Liberation Front, Hizbul Mujahideen claim responsibility. Telecom official gunned down in Srinagar. Informer hanged. Details हैं 2 alleged intelligence men were done to death by the underground militants in 2 separate incidents in Srinagar and Yachgam falling in the neighboring district of Badgam today, while a third person was shot dead at the interior Srinagar this evening. In Kanikadal locality of the capital city, unidentified militants gunned down an employee of telecom department. The incident took place when a deceased identified as Naveen Sapru was returning to his home. In Yachagam village of Badgam district, an alleged police informer was hanged to death, identified as Tej Krishan. Militants also shot at an alleged police informer in Dalal Mala locality late this evening, identified as Ghulam Muhammad. He had been served with a number of ultimatums by the militants. दूसरा न्यूज़ आइटम पब्लिश्ड ऑन 28 Feb 1990 ये हैं DRG's house fired at in Srinagar. Underground militants attacked the private residence of former SSP Srinagar, Allah Bakshi, in the high security zone of Gupka Road last late evening. Next news item published on 28 Feb 1990 ये हैं Kashmir Liberation Front area commander appears at Srinagar. Special Fateh prayers were offered at several mosques here today on the first death anniversary of Ashok Hussain, one of the active militants who was killed last year on this day in Badshah Chowk. दोस्तों इसी के साथ ये वीडियो आज का कंप्लीट हुआ। अगले वीडियो के साथ आपके साथ फिर मुलाकात होगा। तब तक इजाज़त, आदाब।